Hello everyone. As most of you already know probably, they came out with a new thing called Social Slayer, which allows you to partner up to complete Slayer tasks more quickly. The Slayer experience is not shared, only the task amount, and you also get one co-op Slayer point per task you complete, and the Slayer Master who assigns the task does not matter, so the best way to get the points for the co-op Slayer is to get the tasks from the Grotworms/Taverly person there, and just keep doing the really easy tasks, and that's what this video is about. It's the most efficient way to get the co-op points. I've got more information in the description on what the points can be used to unlock, as well as a full list of all of the different Slayer tasks and where to go, so the video is just if you'd rather listen rather than watch. So I'll just get right into it. First I'm going to just go over the gear that I use. Pretty much I have just a ton of teleports to get to all the tasks really quickly, and I have NPC contact so that I can contact the Slayer Master. You want to be using the lowest Slayer Master, as I said before, so use the one that's in Grotworms/Taverly. For me it's Spria because I've completed Wild Gothic Sleeps. And for the gear, pretty much just copy what I have as close as you can. It's going to be a little difficult because you don't know exactly what all the teleports I have what they want to go to, but once you start doing Slayer you can adjust it as you find tasks which are a bother. So yep, that's pretty much it for that, and now I'll continue into the tasks. A lot of the tasks are quite simple and I wasn't quite sure if I should include them, but I thought I'd just go over them quickly. So first off, we've got Banshees and Crawling Hands, and that's obvious. You just teleport to the Slayer Tower right there. Definitely much faster than doing the ones in the Simona's Dusty Well there. A lot faster. Next is Bats, and for these you kill them south of the Skeletal Horror and north of the dig site. So dig site pendant is the fastest way to get there. You could also use Lumberyard teleports or possibly Earth Altar teleports if you've got any. That's a bit of a waste though, so that's quite a good one. Next is Bears, and the fastest way to get there is to use an Artie Cape to teleport to the farm, and then just run a little bit to the southeast, and there are a bunch of them right by the mine there. Next is birds, and birds are really easy. You just kill chickens. So yeah, you just go to the chicken coop and put a cannon down there. For some reason there were a lot of bots there when I went, but hopefully there won't be too many of those for you. Next is cave bugs, and these ones are a bit of a bother to get to, and it's also in the same location as cave slime pretty much. So to get to these you just run all the way into the lumpy swamps there and run all the way southwest. And for cave slimes, you can run all the way into the southwest room. And for cave bugs, I recommend being one east of that room that's all the way to the southwest. The next task is Desert Lizards, and for these you should use the Tokelzo to teleport to the fairy ring quickly. You could also use a Slayer ring, of course, but the Tokelzo is a little bit faster and you don't need to recharge it. And to get there, the fairy ring code is DLQ, and it's easy to remember this because DLQ is like Desert Lizards Q. And then you just run north. There are 3 major locations where they are, but there are tons of them there, so it's not a problem. The next task is Dwarves, and to get to these you use a combat bracelet to teleport to the monastery, run southwest, and just melee them there. Unfortunately you cannot use a cannon, but they're relatively easy anyway. The next one is one that I actually recommend skipping or just blocking. It's Ghosts, and the only really good place to kill these is in the Death Altar. I looked at a few other places like the Ectofunctus, and there's nothing that's really any good. So Death Altar is good, but it uses up Wicked Hood charges really quickly, so if you can't use that I recommend just blocking Ghosts or just cancelling the task a lot. Next is Goblins, and this is one of my favorite tasks actually. It's really easy. You just teleport to Lumbridge and then you just run east. The next task is Grotworms, and for these it's actually fastest to teleport using your home port to Port Sarum and then just running a little northwest, and you just kill the low level ones of course, but it's a pretty easy teleport as well. The next one is Ice Fiends, and this one is very similar to Dwarves, except instead of going south of the Ice Mountain you just go onto the Ice Mountain and kill them there. The next one is Minotaurs, and these ones you just go to the Stronghold of Security. There's no other option, but you can choose different rooms in there, and this is by far the best room. It's completely packed with Minotaurs and you kill them so quickly. Next is Monkeys, and the easiest way to get to these is use your Artie Cape to teleport to the monastery and then run north. Otherwise you could just use Artie Tabs, of course, that works as well. And just set your cannon up outside of the monkey cage and just cannon them there. You should also bring a bow or a crossbow so you can shoot them, because some of them won't be able to be reached by the cannon. The next task is scorpions, and to get to these you should use a glory or a ring of dueling to teleport to Alcarid, and then just run up to the mine. There are a bunch in the mine there. It's not the best task, but if you cannon and have 2 people there, as you should, it goes quite quickly. Next is skeletons, and this is a very, very easy task. You just go to the Lumbridge Catacombs, and you just melee them. You one-hit them pretty much every time. They're quite low leveled. And now we have spiders, and there are a few places to kill these. They're not my best task. I'd probably block them unless you really want to do them. It's not a big deal either way, but you can kill them in the Stronghold of Security, as I just showed the way to get there just now. And when you cannon them, I recommend filling up your cannon and then moving out of combat so that it attacks all of them, and then just going and refilling the cannon when you need it. Okay, and here we are with trolls. Just home teleport or games necklace teleport to Berthorpe, go directly north and go into the cave there. It's very easy. It's one of the easiest tasks. You get assigned very small amounts of them, which is sort of nice. Wolves are also similar to Minotaurs. You just continue along the same path as I showed earlier, and you just go to them there. I never actually had any duo wolf tasks in about 170 duo tasks, so I'm not exactly sure if you actually can be assigned them. If you're max combat, it might just be something that's for lower levels. I'm not quite sure. Next is zombies, and to do these I recommend killing them in the Mages Guild. You can cannon them there, just home teleport to Yanil or use a house teleport tab and just cannon them and range if you have it. And that's everything. So I hope this guide was helpful for getting your pets. I have an annotated video at the end of this which has a bit more information on some of the rewards, so take a look at that if you're interested. And yeah, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and found it useful, and thank you for watching.